What's going on, YouTube? We're back with another video. Now, we are still named Midwest Cars and Customs for right now, but in probably a week or two, I'll change the name to Cars and Corey. But as you can see today, I'm at a car meet. Sadly, my dad couldn't come with me. He wasn't feeling too good, so he stayed at home. But there's about, I'd say, 30, 40 cars here, and the McLaren just went speeding down the road. I didn't whip my camera out fast enough to get it. But you guys probably noticed I have my gimbal back. Now, it was in the back of the freaking Corvette, like behind the seat, behind the backrest. And, man, I was freaking out. I thought I left it down at Belle Isle. But, oh, here goes this. I'm going to get a little B-roll real quick in a minute. But let me talk about the Corvette. We took it to the dealership, right? Because the clutch pedal was, like, sticking halfway down. When you were, like, pushing on it, like, going through the gears, like, going fast, accelerating fast, the clutch pedal was getting stuck down. So we got the slave cylinder bled and refilled. And then the dealership told us that we had a problem with the rear differential, like it was leaking from the axle seal. So they was like, oh yeah, it'll be $900 to fix it. And I told them, well, we just spent $530 something bleeding the slave cylinder. I don't think I'm about to pay $900. So I looked up the part for the axle seal. Guys, it was $25 for a $900 fix. Think about that. Now, when I did it, I got in the back under here and jacked the car up from the back, and you probably can't see it, but down there is where the axle seal is. It took me, I think it took me about, I would say like 5-6 hours. So I can see like they were trying to charge $900 because it is, you got to remove the whole rear end damn near on one side. Take the suspension off, you take the upper control arm off, you take the tire rod in, out, and what else do you take out? Parking brake, take off the caliper. I wouldn't say it was too easy. The hardest thing about the whole job was taking the parking brake off, because it's not in a really good spot, like where the axle comes out at. There's like 2 bolts right there, and you really can't fit a ratchet down there. I had to do it with a freaking wrench, so it took all day. But it's back running good now. You know, the clutch feels good. It doesn't stick under heavy acceleration anymore. But one thing I got to do is, you know, when I work on a car, I want to be like a perfectionist. Is get my freaking exhaust tips like perfectly leveled out. Because I don't know if you can see this right now, guys, but on that side, on the passenger side, it's a little off. It's definitely a 2-person job. You can't do it by yourself. But let's hit this B-roll real quick, guys, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, we got a quick B-roll there, but too many cars for me to just do a continuous B-roll all the way through. So real quick, there are some cars parking back here, and there's this super sick Coyote swapped F-150 all the way back there. We've seen this car a little while ago. I think it was the last time we were at the Staples car meet, but this truck is no joke. And every time I see it, you can hear it, that it's not like a regular schmegular F-150. But we also have this really cool Mustang over here, a Shelby, in this orange with the cowl hood. That's pretty dope. And we also have a 427 C5 Corvette. And I see this guy around all the time, and that back end, like little wing thing, it's pretty cool. I don't know where he got it from, but that's pretty dope. I need to find where he got that from, because that little wing on the back is pretty sweet. I don't know if this is a Z06 or not. I seen one just like that last year or 2 years ago. I keep forgetting about coronavirus and everything. It was 2 years ago, and we were at I cannot remember what that freaking place was called. It was on 7 Mile and Telegraph, little restaurant. I haven't been there in so long, I forgot the name. But I don't think the McLaren left. Oh no, you see the little blue door all the way up down there? The McLaren's down there, but I mean, I'll get him once he pulls into the car with me. And what would you know, as soon as I talk about a McLaren, here comes another one coming down the street. Man, those cars look freaking good, don't they? And I mean, they're not too expensive for a supercar. You think about some supercars like Ferraris and Lamborghinis, they cost $400,000. McLarens aren't that expensive, but they do have a lot of problems sometimes. So I'm gonna hit another B-roll real quick, guys, and we'll be right back. This is something you don't see every day. I think one of my neighbors down the street from me owns one of these cars, a Lamborghini Countach, and it looks absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna do a B-roll of it in a little minute, but as you guys know, Lamborghini just released like some little spy shots of the new Lamborghini Countach. Supposedly it's supposed to have a hybrid and a V12. It's going to be $2 million. I mean, you look at this car from where it came back in the day to where it's going right now. I mean, I don't know what these cars cost if you actually wanted to buy one. I would think probably in the high $200,000, $400,000 range. But the new Countach is going to be $2 million. But this is a pretty cool car to me, man, because I didn't know that they had all these cars inside. Now, I did see on the flyer that they sell cars, but I didn't think it was going to be like on this scale. Because you come back here, you got a Ferrari back there. You got another Viper up here, just like the Viper in the front. You got a Roush Mustang right here. Looks absolutely sick. This place is pretty big, not gonna lie. And they have a ton of cars. My dad actually would have loved to come to this place, but as you guys know, as you've seen in the B-roll, I just got that C8. Now this C8 looks absolutely sick, right? The all black with the LT2 package. Probably has a C51 transmission, but they want $129,000 for it. Now these cars are rising in value, but because to even buy one, you have to wait a year or a few months to even get it. But this spec is really clean. If I had the money for another car like that, for a $100,000 car, I would definitely buy a C8 Corvette. There wouldn't be a question about it. Because look how good these things look. And then the interior is just so focused on the driver, it makes no sense. But we do have another Corvette right here. Because, you know, I love Corvettes. This is another C7 Z06 in yellow. Looks pretty dope. I think I already got it on B-roll. How much do they want for this one? Great question. $89,000. These cars, I'm not going to lie, bro. The C7 Corvette has really held its value, because I always look up C7 Z06s and C6 Z06s, but the C7s by far have held their value, because I think they were about $82,000 when they came out, just the regular no trim, no anything Z06. And we got even more cars back here. A couple Lotuses. You don't see very many Lotuses. This is one guy that's near my house. He owns a Lotus Exige, all black with the wing on the back. It looks really dope. And then we have these two cars right here. Now you have a 65 Cobra. I'm guaranteeing that this is not an actual Cobra and it's a replica, but because the real one would go for a ton of money. And we have one of America's supercars right here, the 2005 or 2006 Ford GT. I mean, a ton of people love these cars. When I used to see them back in the day, I used to think they were Ferrari, because you didn't see them that many of them. But to see it here is pretty crazy, man. I don't know how much they want for it, but it's probably over $100 grand. So those cars have just skyrocketed in value. Here go these two Lotuses right here. This orange one has a sick spec on it. Look at these seats in this freaking Lotus right here. Those are some pretty sick seats. Now, a lot of people don't know about Lotus, but you know, they're like lightweight sport cars that use the Toyota Camry engine. And we have a 911 right here. Now, if I had a big fat bank account and you wanted to buy a really good car, it would be a 911. You really don't need to do anything to these cars. And because they're great cars from the factory, Porsche stuck with the same design for, damn near 70 years now, and they haven't changed it, and they look even sick today. Now, we have a couple more Corvettes. Here goes the C3 right here, I think. I'm not a big fan of the C3s. somebody told him about some fender rod or whatever, and he didn't buy it. So, you know, I just don't like how cartoony they look. They look very cartoony to me. But we got a lot of cars in here, man. There's a ton, and they're all for sale. So if you need a car in here in Michigan, you want to buy something cool, come up here, man. It's in Commerce Township. They have a ton of cars for sale. I think this is a 63 Corvette right here. 63 or 64. 64, but it's not a split window. It's a convertible. I wouldn't buy an older Corvette that's a split window, but that Countach over there looks absolutely sick. And I think there was another Ferrari right next to it, if I'm not sure. You guys seen that sick BMW? I think it's an M3 or M5. I'm not good with my BMWs. And that baby blue, absolutely sick. Oh no, I was absolutely wrong. This is not a Lamborghini. This is I don't even know how to say this. The Tom, I don't even know. It's a Pantera. I know that's what I know, but I can't say the car name. Pretty embarrassing. Now we have everybody's favorite TikTok freaking special car here, a 1992 Miata with 67,000 miles for about $18,000. That's not bad. It's a pretty clean car, because most Miatas you find, you know, they're clapped out and people want top dollar for them. And you go on Facebook Marketplace, you see them all the time. But guys, let me hit another B-roll real quick and we'll be right back. Now we got something really special here. This is a car that you don't really see a lot. I mean, I watched Top Gear a lot when I was growing up. Not the American one, because they absolutely suck. But the British one, and when, I can't remember his name. His name was Jeremy Clarkson. When he used to talk about the Jaguar E-Type, he would always say about how rare they were. And if you see one, you know, this was perfection back in its day. Was this Jaguar E-Type right here. Now, I think I've seen probably one before. I've seen this one, and that one was in way worse condition than that one was. But I think we got enough B-roll because my phone's about to die. So let me go right outside real quick and see if I missed any cars, and then yeah, we'll be right back, guys. Guys, that was literally almost every single car here, I think, besides this really cool truck. If you can see, like, all the way down there, this really cool truck. This guy has like a tent and a hammock on the back of his truck. It's pretty freaking dope if you ask me. But that's pretty much every car here that I got on B-roll. I'm probably gonna film some TikToks, a few more, and what would you know it? There's a TikToker that's right next to me. I follow this guy on TikTok. Hey, if you're not following this guy, make sure you follow him. His name's Nick Bell on TikTok. I'll put his thing right there. I always see his videos on TikTok. But I think I got every car here, and there's a lot of cars here, but I can't remember what this place is called. So when I'm on the way out, you know, I'll tell them, you know, I'll read the name off while I'm leaving. Because if you need a car, a really cool car, sports car, any classic, muscle, anything, you need to be coming here. Because they have a wide selection, man. I'm really surprised on how many cars were here. But besides that, man, I'm just going to film a couple more TikToks. Like I said already, if you're not following me, make sure you're following me on TikTok at Corey_Lockhart. I upload almost every week. It's almost every week. But yeah, that's pretty much a wrap for this video, guys. You know, Midwest Cars and Customs. We're going to be changing the name soon, probably to something like Cars and Corey, a little bit shorter, so I can get discovered a little bit more, because my name's a bit long to spell out. But that's it for this video, man. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, man, and we'll catch you in the next one.